All right, y'all. Welcome. Satnam. So I'm Pavanjeet. For those of you I don't know, I think I know everybody who's here live. Welcome to this full moon meditation practice. We'll be continuing with these full moon practices. We skipped the second full moon in Aquarius because I was up at the Star House, but we'll keep going with these online. So we are deep into Virgo season. We're at the very end of Virgo season. So we have our sun in Virgo, and then we have the moon making its way into Pisces. And what's really amazing about the timing of this is it's the full moon like right now, like exactly right now is when the full moon is. So we'll be practicing right with that full moon. So full moons are always about opposition and going along an axis. So we have Virgo, very organizing, very detail oriented, very much about kind of checking all the things, the daily things off the list. I always think of my to-do list when I think of Virgo, like, okay, Virgo things. And boy, have I had a to-do list lately. I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same thing, but it's like, okay, things to do, things to do, things to do, things to do, checking things off the list. Seems like life has really picked up. And then Pisces is the opposite end of that. And we've been going through Virgo season, maybe just checking things off the list, making sure that we're doing all of these things, making sure that everything's done, making sure that we've figured out all the details, that we've dotted all our I's, crossed all our T's. And then this full moon in Pisces comes, and it's coming right towards the very end of Virgo season. And it's saying, okay, well, you keep doing all this stuff, but why? Like, what's the reason? What's the, not only what is the reason why you're doing this stuff, but why do you even exist? Pisces asks those really, really big questions, and it doesn't even want you to answer the question, doesn't even want you to know. It wants you to feel, it wants you to sense into and feel in your being why you're here. Otherwise, Pisces is very uncomfortable, right? Pisces needs to have that big picture, especially in this full moon, because it's the very last degrees. It's 28 degrees of Pisces. So Pisces is kind of the accumulation, like everything coming together at the end, and then, moving on, going on and ending, finishing things off. So it really wants to know the big, big picture, because it's about to disappear. It's about to fade into the void. It's like, where am I going? What void am I floating into? So part of what we're going to do today is tap into our more subtle intuitive selves, to tap into that part of ourself that goes beyond just thinking all the time, and really puts all of our senses together so that we can feel why we're here, so we can know why we're here, and feel it in our being. And the way that we feel it in our being is through all of our senses, right? So we're going to work with the intuition. So what the practice will look like is we'll tune in just a second. We'll follow, we'll do some gentle warm-ups just to warm the body up so it feels really good during the practice. And then we'll rest for a second. Then we'll go into this kind of series of breath exercises and mantras for activating the intuition. And then if you don't have it, we want a pen and a paper so that we can do a little bit of kind of writing some stuff out at the end of the practice. So grab that now, a pen and some paper, and then we'll use that at the end of our time together. So let's start by tuning in. So we're going to tune in with the Kundalini opening mantras, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. This is to open up the space, to take us out of the daily tasks, right? To take us out of that just Virgo doing, accomplishing, checking things off the list, and bring us into this space of, okay, let me take a bigger worldview picture of my life. What's actually going on here? What are the elements that are really at play in my life? Just bring the palms together in front of the heart and close the eyes. Just start to connect with your breath as it is. And first, just congratulate yourself because you did probably the hardest thing that you could do today, which is to show up for your spiritual practice. This full moon can be very distracting, can be a moment where we really want to retreat, where we want to run away, where we want to go into some happy place, whatever our happy place is, or wherever our place of avoiding reality is. Checking out with watching something, or checking out by stimulating ourselves with different sensations. But you did the work of showing up, so congratulate yourself for showing up. Connect with your breath. And on top of the breath, we'll put the mantra Ong Namo Gurudev Namo, tuning in 3 times. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo, chanting that. Take a deep breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a nice deep full breath in. Press the palms together, relax the shoulder blades down your back, let your heart lift, chin comes slightly in so the back of the neck is long. Press the palms. And exhale, release. Let's go ahead and start just warming up the spine a little bit. So bring your hands, grabbing onto your ankles, reaching down and grabbing your ankles. And we're going to pull the heart forward between the arms and then exhale, round the spine back. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, round the spine back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. So part of what we're doing here is where there's 2 major, commanding meridians along the body, one in the front and one in the back. So we're working both of those meridians. We're stretching those meridians and finding balance in those meridians. So we find some balance in those meridians, and we can start to find balance in the rest of the meridians. So really exaggerate this, pulling yourself forward, rounding all the way back, pulling yourself forward, rounding yourself back. So you can feel that stretch along the whole front side and along the whole back side. Part of our work tonight is a journey of feeling, of seeing how much we can actually feel of what's going on inside of us, how much we can tap into the sensation. So as we're moving, see how you feel, see what's changing, what's shifting, what's moving, what's stagnant, what's stuck. Do your best to be rhythmic with this, finding a particular rhythm and sticking with that rhythm is going to help relax your body into this practice. 20 more seconds. Inhale to center, sit up nice and tall. Hold the breath in, feel the spine nice and tall, feel the chest lift. And exhale, relax. Just relax for a moment here for a few breaths, just closing the eyes, finding stillness and relaxing. Then extend your right leg out to the side. So you can just extend the right leg out, and the bottom of the left foot will come onto the thigh of the right foot. Reach forward with your fingers onto your right hand onto your left foot. I'm sorry, right hand onto right foot. You can grab your big toe, you can grab the ankle, just grab somewhere where you can really hold on to the right leg. Let your left hand come and meet the right. And then inhale, stretch your arm up and reach nice and wide, opening up the chest. Exhale, come forward and bend over the right leg. Bending over the right leg as you exhale. Inhale, stretch yourself up. You can turn and twist open. Exhale, twist and come forward over that right leg. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Exhaling down, inhaling up. So feeling a nice deep stretch along the right leg as you come over. Feeling that twisting open and the opening and broadening of the chest. Opening of the heart as you inhale. Nice. Really good. Keep going. Nice big breaths. Open. Let's do a few more on this side. Inhale, stretch that left arm up. Let your arms be in the same line. Really reach wide. Feel the shoulders stretch. Exhale, release. Just relax the hands down and switch the legs. So left leg comes long. Bottom of the right foot comes onto the thigh. Grab somewhere on that left leg and really hold on. Right arm just comes by the left hand. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it towards the left hand and bend forward. Inhale up. Exhale, let your heart come towards your foot as you come down. Inhaling up. Visualize your heart coming towards your foot as you exhale. A few more times on this side. Really reaching up. Inhale, reach up one more time. Reach that right arm up. Exhale, release. Go ahead and transition to come sitting on your heels. So you can come sitting on your heels with your knees out in front of you. And come sitting right on top. Heels should come right in towards the glutes. So sit right on top of them. Let's bring our fingers into Gyan Mudra, index finger and thumb touch. Let the elbows come up to the same height as your shoulders. Try to hold them there as you inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. So you've got a perfect right angle with your arms. Trying to hold that, keep your chest open and twist side to side. Find some momentum. Inhale to center. Hold the breath in. Keep holding that breath. As you exhale, slowly relax the hands down onto the thighs. Close the eyes and breathe into this stillness for a few breaths. Still sitting in rock pose, grab onto your thighs just above your knees. Really hold onto them, grab onto them. We're going to use the arms to help move the spine again. So we're going to come back into a spinal flex where we inhale, bring our chest forward, exhale, round ourselves back. Inhale, bring yourself forward, exhale, round yourself back. This time you should feel those sit bones rubbing against the tops of your heels. Your heels are there, so you're doing that. There's a little bit of a rubbing right on there. We're getting into a different part of the spine, really inhaling forward, exhaling back. There you go, really good, exaggerating that movement. Really bring that heart forward, feeling that whole front side of your body stretching and then rounding back as much as you can. Find a rhythm, keep with it. Keep the breath nice and steady, nice and strong. Really nice, everybody. Come to center, sit up nice and tall, hold the breath in, feel the spine grow tall, feel the top of your head like it's about to lift off. Exhale, relax the breath, relax the body for a few breaths. Transition yourself into a cross-legged position, coming into easy pose, crossing your legs, sitting up on a cushion if you have it, or a pillow, so you can sit up tall. We're going to take the thumb and bring it to the Mercury mound underneath the pinky, so the pinky mound, and wrap the rest of your fingers around the thumb. When we inhale, we're going to pull the elbows back behind us. As we exhale, cross one arm over the other as far as you can bring them over each other. Exhale, bring the arms back. This time we're going to bring them up over the head. Let's inhale back, try to cross the other arm on top. Inhale back, exhale overhead. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, Inhale, exhale. Nice. Yeah, finding some momentum with this. Just really moving those shoulder blades around, letting the shoulders open up. Close the eyes, breathe deep. Good. Keep that going. Keep it going. Really good. Keep going. 20 more seconds. And inhale the elbows back, pull the elbows back, squeeze the fists. Exhale, relax the hands down onto the thighs, onto the knees, close the eyes. Relax the right ear over towards the right shoulder, and then let that start to fall back, dropping the head back slowly, 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 then slowly start to move it over towards the left. Taking nice, slow circles with the head on the neck in one direction. Really letting the weight of the head guide this movement. The head comes forward, start to go the other direction. Turning the head on the neck the other way, taking nice, slow movements. Do one more nice, slow round. And then let the head come to center and feel yourself sitting up tall but relaxed. Connecting with yourself as you are in this moment. And then let's come and lay on the back to rest for a moment. Coming down, laying on the back, getting yourself comfortable on the back. And your arms come by your side and relaxing here. And feel yourself take a nice, deep, full breath. And slowly exhale that breath out through the nose. Take another full breath in, feeling the belly lift and the chest lift on your inhale. As you exhale, feel everything relax just a little bit more. Your next inhale, feel your toes point forward and your fingers open wide. Stretch the fingers and point the toes. And then start to wiggle your fingers a little bit and start to move the toes and the feet. Start to circle your hands, your wrists, and circle your feet on your ankles. And stretch your arms and stretch your legs. Bring the knees in the chest, squeeze the knees into the chest. Nice tight squeeze. And then rock side to side a little bit. Extend the left leg long. Let the left leg come down onto the ground. Keep the right knee in. With your left hand, help guide that right knee up and over towards the left side. Kind of pop your hips over a little bit towards the right. Let your right arm reach out to the side, and you can turn your head gently towards the right. Coming into a twist here. Every exhale, relax a little bit deeper into this. Relax a little bit more. And come back to center, and let's switch this out and go over to the other side. So your right leg will come long as you bring your left knee in. Let that left knee come up and over to the right side. Some nice deep breaths here. Left arm reaching out, relaxed. And then come back to center. And bring both knees up. Give yourself a little squeeze, lift your head up, and then rock yourself up and down the spine and come up into a comfortable seat. So part of what the gong does is it reminds us of that creative force of the universe, that big bang, that sound, that vibration that created all creation. And when we come into human form, when we come into our bodies, there is a very initial pain in that. We come from the infinite. We come from a place where there is no infinite or finite. It just is. Everything is connected. And when our soul comes into the body, there's an immediate pain of separation. And that separation just kind of continues and continues and continues until we find a way to consciously bring ourselves back into connection with Source through our spiritual practice, through love, through many different ways back. But we have to find a way back to that connection. And that initial pain that we have can turn into kind of this subconscious anger and this subconscious grief that we carry with us. And these feelings that we carry with us can sometimes self-sabotage us. And I think we're really in a moment in our human consciousness where we're kind of self-sabotaging not only ourselves, but the world. There's this kind of this desire to return back. We always have this desire, right, to go from the world that we're in, to go from the place that we're in, back into the infinite self, back into where everything is connected. And what that has given us subconsciously is this kind of self-destructive mentality, subconscious self-destructive mentality. And you can see it in how many, blockbuster films are all about the apocalypse and this blowing up and that blowing up and the end of this and the end of that. And now we're in a place where we almost get a certain relief or self-importance out of seeing how destructive our world is right now. We watch these videos of floods. We watch these videos of these things. And there's a subconscious part of us that actually is like, yeah, that's that's satisfying something in me. It's satisfying that feeling of being angry that we're in the world, being sad that we're in the world. So we have to kind of address that subconscious feeling. And the way that we can do that is by feeling it, by going into it, by realizing that there's nothing wrong with us as a human being if we feel grief, that there's nothing wrong with us if we feel anger. And actually part of our work is to keep working at feeling all of the anger and all the grief that we have in ourselves. Because the more and more we can feel it and move through it, the more and more it doesn't rule us subconsciously. The more and more we get to make conscious decisions, and we don't have this kind of subconscious self-destructive thing in the background, being pissed off that we exist, being angry that we exist, and subconsciously wanting us to fail. So what we're going to do today is come into a really meditative state through connecting with our parasympathetic nervous system. Part of coming back into oneness, coming back into wholeness is not pushing. There is no pushing yourself into coming back into oneness. We can only push ourselves as great as we are. If we want to become better than we are, we have to relax into it. We have to relax into something bigger than ourselves. We have to relax back into that infinite nature. It's already there. It's already within you, but we're so busy distracting ourselves and running from it, running from the feelings that we might feel when we have to the feelings we might have to pass through to get there. And truly recognizing that loss and that pain, that original loss and pain. We've been running from that loss and pain for so long that it feels uncomfortable to go and actually truly rest. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this meditation for developing the intuition. This helps with the intuition. It helps with computer sickness. It helps with frustration, depression, all by bringing us into that relaxed state. So we're going to bring the left hand onto the heart, right onto the heart center. And the right hand is going to come with the index finger extended up. You're just going to have that kind of by the shoulder and pointing straight up. So left hand on the heart, index finger is pointing up. Sit up nice and tall and close your eyes. I'm going to do a nice, slow breath pattern here. So slowly breathe in through your nose. And then you're going to make a circle with your lips as you exhale. And if you can whistle through the exhale, you'll whistle through it. If you can't whistle, you're just going to blow out your lips like you could whistle with that circled lips. When you reach the bottom of your breath, you'll slowly inhale again through the nose. And then you'll exhale with the whistle. Really listen to that whistle, or just listen to the breath. Really hear that sound of your breath, of that whistle, and feel like that oneness is really calling to you. That place you have beyond the beyond. That infinite multiverse. Not just knowing it, but living it. Breathing as the multiverse is calling you back with that sound. Make contact with your own infinite nature. Keep going with the breath, but take your right hand, make it flat, and bring it right over the top of your head. And then take your left hand and bring it into that same mudra we were in with the index finger extended up. So right hand is over your head, left hand has the index finger extended up, straight up, eyes are closed. Keep going with that whistle breath. Inhaling slowly through the nose, really feel the breath coming in. Feel that longing and that yearning for your soul. We do so much to avoid that longing and yearning, to get out of it, have some temporary relief, but see if you can liberate yourself inside of that yearning, that longing. And keep going with that breath, but start to lift both arms right over your head. Bring the hands into prayer over your head. So palms press, bring it up as high as you can over your head, your arms by your ears, and try to lock those hands together, pressing them together, just using the palms to press, reaching yourself up. Feeling that lifting up, doing the best as you can to keep the arms up. There's energy here to support you in doing this posture and returning. to that place of your infinite nature, your infinite knowing. See if by surrendering your preferences, by surrendering you doing the posture and surrendering over to a higher power, that your arms can just hold themselves there. Take one more deep breath in here, lifting the arms up even higher, pressing the palms together. Lift up, hold the breath in. As you exhale, slowly return the hands to the heart. Bring the left hand onto the heart center and the right hand on top of the left. Have both hands on top of your heart. And just meditate here to this sound current, sitting, breathing, your relaxed breath, and just be. Now take the hands, bring both hands down and bring them onto the navel center. The navel center is just below the belly button. Bringing the hands down onto the navel center, just below the belly button. So both hands are at just below the belly button. Now we're going to start to chant this sound, HUD, HUD, HUD. And as we chant HUD, we're going to push the navel in with our hands and with our belly. HUD, 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 HUD. Really flicking the tongue onto the roof of the mouth. HUD, 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 HUD. Use your hands to help push your belly in. HUD, 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 HUD. Take your arms and grab your opposite arms so your arms are the same height as your shoulders. Lock your arms in place here. Take a deep breath in. Lock the arms. So you're grabbing opposite arms out in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Hold. Hold the breath in and squeeze every muscle in your body. Every muscle in the body. Squeezes, squeezes, squeezes. Tight, 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 tight. Everything squeezes tight. Keep the arms as they are. Exhale. Inhale through the nose, deep breath in. Squeeze every muscle. Feel your spine squeeze, feel your legs squeeze, feel your arms squeeze, feel your chest, your neck, everything squeezes tight, 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 tight. Exhale. Do that one more time, just like that. Huge breath in. Squeeze everything. Everything squeezes. Tight, 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 tight. As tight as you can get it. Squeeze it all in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, relax. Relax the arms down onto the knees. Just close the eyes and relax. You need to adjust your seat, and then come back into stillness and just rest in stillness with natural breath, eyes closed. Take a nice deep breath in and a full breath out. Take another deep breath in. And on your exhale, if there's a movement that wants to take place in your body, if you want to stretch anything, start to do that. And just breathe some nice conscious breaths as you just find some subtle movements, some subtle stretches. And when you've found yourself in a comfortable position again, find that piece of paper and pen or pencil. And you can sit down, you can lay down, whatever's going to be comfortable for you to start writing. Part of what full moons help us do is to release. So what I want you to do is start to write down different things that two basic categories we're working with here. One category is things that you are saying no to that you want to say yes to. Aspects of your life that you are saying no to, things that you want to do, but you're saying no to them instead of saying yes. So start a list, writing those out. And then also we want to write a list of things that you're saying yes to, but actually you want to say no to them. Things that you've been saying yes to again and again and again, and you agree to it, but actually you want to say no. So start to write those two lists. Just think, reflect. We'll take some time here to really build this list. Things that you're saying no to that you actually want to say yes to. Things that you're saying yes to, but you actually want to say no to. Just go through, really contemplate it, each part of your life. What are the no's that want to be yeses and the yeses that want to be no? Take about another minute here. Start to wrap that up, finishing any final aspects. And I want you to look at that list, the different things that you've written down, read through them. And I want you to pick one that's the most pertinent, that's the most strong with you right now. And the one that you're willing and ready to change. Which one are you willing and ready to change? And I want you to really circle that one and pick that one. Put a big circle around that one. And with whatever that is, I want you to now think about how you can change that. Starting tomorrow, what one action could you take tomorrow to start to change that yes into a no, or that no into a yes? What are you ready to shift? You can write them out. Write out different things you could do to support you shifting that no into a yes or yes into a no. Let's take a couple minutes to brainstorm that. What's going to support you in changing and shifting? Once you come up with something that you can do, I want you to come up with something, a way that you can ask for support or help with this from someone else. So what would support you? What do you need to ask of someone else? Of a friend, of a family member, of a coworker, of someone else in your life that can help you change this yes into a no and this no into a yes? How can you get support with this outside of yourself? Everybody got it? Everybody know what their yes that they're changing into a no is, or their no that they're turning into a yes? And they've got their support? Can I get some visualizations that we're there, or maybe we're not there? Maybe there, maybe not there. Are we there? Okay, I see some thumbs up. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's find a comfortable seat again. You can put that down, relax that down. Then bring your left hand onto your heart and your right hand onto your heart. We're going to use this full moon to help make that switch, to pull whatever that is out, those yeses we've been saying that we haven't wanted to say actually yes to, and those no's that we've been saying that we're ready to let go of and actually have a wholehearted yes. So take a deep breath in and feel that switch within you. Feel that within your heart. That switch from a yes to a no, or a no to a yes. Feel that switch within you. And through the mouth, exhale. Inhale again. And feel what it's going to feel like, the relief that you're going to feel from switching from saying yes to something or saying no to something when you really wanted to say no or yes. Switching it to be in more alignment with yourself. Feel that inside of yourself. Through the mouth, exhale. One more time, deep breath in. Hold the breath in. And feel that alignment between your heart, your head, your heart and your guts, your soul and your mind and your body, everything in alignment with that. Exhale and relax the hands down. So that exercise is to help you with your elementary stress, with where some of this subconscious anger and subconscious grief comes from, which is when we're born, we experience this first separation. And then we grow up and we have to change the way that we are. We show up in the world and we realize, oh, I have to be this person to get my needs met. I have to pretend to be this person to get my needs met. I have to do this thing to get my needs met. Oh, I live in this society, this culture. It doesn't like when I act this way. I can't show my anger out, right? Or I can't show that I'm sad. I have to pretend to be this, or I have to pretend to be that, right? That builds some subconscious emotions, some anger and grief, and it also creates our elementary stress. It's the base level of stress that all of us have in our lives, is that dissonance between our authentic self and who we have to be to show up in the world. So that exercise helps us to get rid of at least one thing, right? We just start with one thing that we know is not a yes for us, one thing that we know is not a no for us, and start to come more and more into our authentic self, more and more into the center of who we are. So let's close out our practice today by closing with 3 long Sat Nams. Sat meaning truth and Nam meaning name, reminding ourselves of that true nature. Sat, that true nature, name, identifying with that, not our personality, not the ways that we get the things that we want, not the ways that we have learned to be in the world, but that true nature, that infinite nature of ourselves. Bringing the palms together in front of the heart, sit up nice and tall, take a huge breath in. Let's take one deep breath out together through the mouth. And then inhale to chant 3 long Sat Nams. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Just bring the thumbs up to the third eye center and bowing your head in reverence to that new commitment you've made to the authentic you. Sat Nam. All right, everybody. So be really easeful with yourself tonight. Maybe take a bath, use the water element, drink lots of water. We've got the full moon in Pisces, so water will support you in taking care of your endocrine system, of releasing, of letting go of whatever you're ready to let go of on this full moon. And know that especially since Neptune is involved in this full moon, the tendency to kind of want to escape or disappear or just go into like pleasure seeking is very much there. And one of the things that I like to do if I'm really feeling that like, ooh, I want to like escape into drugs, or I want to escape into like watching a bunch of like just Netflix on top of Netflix on top of Netflix, is go in and instead get witchy. Burn some stuff, make your life magical. You know what I mean? Go to a creek and be with the water. Find the magic that already exists in the world. We don't have to change or alter our state of consciousness through drugs or through entertainment or through sensation, to really have a full experience of life. So find all of those ways that you can have a full experience by burning some things or connecting with the water, connecting with nature, and be really sweet and kind to yourself. And I hope this full moon doesn't keep you up and you get a beautiful night's sleep. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm going to take us